Buy cheap and buy often. That's just one cliche that applies to knives. But there's a difference between cheap and expensive. Cheap means the product doesn't cost much because the labor and materials are of a lower standard. Inexpensive denotes a quality product that doesn't cost much. I don't think anyone can afford cheap knives. They'll let you down when they're most needed. Obviously, I have some pretty expensive knives because they're pretty and they're expensive, but you don't necessarily need one. So here are 5 useful, inexpensive knives that will cost less than $20 each. This is a Mora 840. I've had it about 10 years, and it's got some serious wear on it because I use it all the time. The handle is a patterned high friction grip. I've used this several times cleaning fish. It gets really slimy and gooey and all that, but it still stays pretty safe to use. It comes with a plastic sheath, which I have modified pretty extensively. I have several feet of paracord right there, duct tape, Gorilla tape, and then some pieces of bicycle inner tube, which would work as a fire starter. This knife cost about $10 when I bought it because I bought a bunch of them, but you can get them for about $15 on Amazon.com. This beast is the Lansky World Legal. According to the manufacturer, it's legal in 156 countries. But I would urge you to take that with a grain of salt because you don't know when you're going to run across a police officer who wants to disagree with you. Here's what it's got going for it. The blade is 2.75 inches and it's made of 440 stainless steel. It's a pretty good steel. It's about 7 inches overall. Has an ambidextrous carry, so you can switch this around if you need to, and a nylon handle. This is the Swiss Army Tinker. I carry this particular one every day. It's also probably world legal because the blade is under the 3-inch mark. It doesn't have a locking blade, and it just doesn't look very dangerous. It's a compact pocket knife with 11 tools. It has an acid-resistant plastic and aluminum handle, 100% stainless steel components, and it features a blade, can and bottle openers, screwdrivers, wire stripper, and reamer. A good consideration for a folder is this buck Bantam. The blade is made out of 420 HC stainless steel. It has a clip right there that you can use for your pocket. The handle material is thermoplastic and it's textured. Weight is about 2.4 ounces. This knife is the kind you would give a kid because it's not a fast opener. It's safe. It's got a lock on it, which is as safe as any lock can be on a folding knife. This is one worth considering. It'll set you back about 18 bucks. And finally, some people don't think of a box cutter or utility knife or whatever you want to call these things when they think about survival or emergency knives. Essentially, all these are is a handle that allows you to put a disposable blade in there. The blades are cheap. And you can get these as expensive as you want to. This one went for about $10. This one went for about $4 or $5. Now don't discount the usefulness of these knives because you can use this knife, for example, to save the edge on your survival knife. And you can use it for dirty cutting tasks like cutting sheetrock or something like that and save your good knife. Well, that was 5 knives, but here's one that gets an honorable mention in every knife post I do. This is the Swiss Army Classic. It's a little bitty dinky knife, but it's the type of knife that you will use all the time. This blade will probably do most of what you need a pocket knife to do. It also has other accessories, but the point is, if you carry it on your keychain, it's always with you. And if it's always with you, it may end up being the only knife you have in a survival situation. So here are 5 useful, inexpensive knives that will cost less than $20 each. None of these would be my first choice for a do-it-all survival knife. But on the other hand, I don't think such a knife really exists. Here's the important part about all this. Survival gear has to be convenient to carry, easily available, and affordable. Any of these knives are going to fulfill those requirements, and all of them are a good investment for your survival gear. This is survivalcommonsense.com. Thank you for watching. Pick up an inexpensive knife and think about adding it to your survival kit.